Good morning, everybody. I wanted to jump on for my daily live and share that next Sunday I've decided to host a reflective art circle, trauma-informed art circle, around the book Witches, Midwives, and Nurses, which is a very concise primer on the history of both the United States healthcare system, but also touching on Europe. And many of the unspoken histories of the hidden contributions of women to the legacy of ethical treatment of people with disabilities, mental illness, and the roles that we've always played in healthcare. Really, by returning and learning from our history is the best chance that we have of making different choices today and not repeating some of the same patterns that really I see as core foundations to the moral injury and burnout that we're sustaining and the difficulty that we have articulating the value and needs for ethical investment. Really seeing unfortunate things playing out, cutting of SNAP benefits, seeing atrocities that are happening on a regular basis, going back to the systemic neglect that are taking place in our health and human service infrastructure. And that's where I'm wanting to help hold space for those of us to find our power again, reclaim our standing as wise men and women, the medicine folk healers. Whenever we have significant systemic divestments, as we're experiencing right now in the United States, that beckons a return to the folk practices that revive and sustain us as we get together and envision new futures, coalitions, building solidarity, and allowing the times that are happening right now to help us find our strength, find our community, connect and root back in. So that's really the goal of the circle. If you'd like to drop in, I'm going to start hosting a drop-in circle around art, ancestry, alchemy, and folk wisdom practices every Sunday as part of my other project, Rewilding the Mythic Self. So if you want to go into my Facebook page or in the OS Empowered OT group, you can see all the details to join the event. Also, just send me a DM and I'll make sure that you get the appropriate links. I have a free school community called Rewilding the Mythic Self, where I do a lot of intentional work to sort of deinstitutionalize body, mind, and spirit, restore a sense of identity and fortitude independent of these systems that often don't have the most reciprocal relationships built into them. So I'm excited about this possibility. If you might be interested, it will be pretty casual. If you aren't able to read the whole thing, it's available for free as a PDF, pretty low cost if you want to access the audiobook, Kindle, or order. I think it's such powerful context that really fundamentally reshaped how I understood the roots of what we're still living with in the legacy of the current healthcare system today, and the struggles that not just occupational therapists have had, but really that pink collar workers, the feminized labor, we're showing up in the full front lines of these crises over and over, while having our labor be so deeply needed and yet so regarded as unskilled and avoidable or not worth investing with and intangibly. And we're all collectively paying the cost of that choice. So my hope is that by reconnecting to the roots of it, to bear witness and to call our power back and recognize the wisdom and the brilliance of our grandmothers and our great-grandmothers and finding their fortitude, that's really what got me through COVID. That's a big part of why I want to share these practices and reconnect with the fortitude of the arts and crafts movement. That really is the soil that we can grow stronger from. And so I encourage you to check out this book in general. I'll leave a link in the comments to both the free PDF text and the invite. So hope to see you guys there. Thank you.